So we're gonna keep making those videos. That's what we do here at Rare Elvis Photos.
Welcome back to Rare Elvis Photos. Glad to have you here. I wanted to showcase some comments in the beginning, and then we'll get to overall comments from the last really few hours. There's so many comments that happen that I can't capture everybody and really answer them or showcase them. So we've been talking about Elvis and Lucy. We've been reading a lot of books, but on this certain section, I did ask y'all to do some investigating, which is a great thing for us to do so we can see proofs for ourselves. Andrea did some investigating, and a few others like CC Cat. What I asked was, in this book, in this section, Lucy talked about going from her work to a hotel that was just a few blocks away, I think, and then going to the Paramount Theater to go watch the movie Desiree with Marlon Brando. And so Andrea here, great job, by the way, Andrea. I think it's Shadek 5596. Talked about the performance dates in 55. He played in West Monroe February 18th. The next day was Shreveport on the 19th, and then the 20th he went to Little Rock, Arkansas. There were 3 other times that he played Shreveport and then headed back shortly after to Arkansas. But above is the only date listed for Monroe. So I think that matches up. It doesn't have to be the very next day that he was going to Arkansas. The fact that he was going to be there, they might have actually had a Shreveport date that came up last second. But regardless, I think I like the fact that these dates are lining up in the places. Now, Andrea also said the Silverstein store was located at 344 Desiard Street, and the Paramount Theater, which is now demolished, was located at 301 Desiard Street. So, gosh, that's an awfully close. That's very close. So, the hotel, which, I mean, I don't think we found that yet. The hotel would be in the same area. CC Cat said, I've only found a mention of the Paramount and some pictures of it on Facebook page dedicated to Monroe. It was torn down. No Silverstein Hotel yet. Now, of course, it's not the Silverstein Hotel, and I think that's a little where you got a little confused, but you did find the apparel store. There's a picture of the Paramount taken from across the street, and it has the window with mannequins. Now, I think you're talking about Silverstein's. Of a woman's apparel store. Can't pin or paste here. So we know that 2 of the 3 things are accurate. And, you know, if you think about it, there has to be a hotel downtown. That's just how it was in the old days. Hotels weren't on the outskirts. I would just like to know the name of the hotel. So good research, both of y'all. And maybe somebody else has done research too, and I just haven't seen it. So here on the Elvis and Lucy, Elvis makes a secret promise and becomes intimate again. Stacy Haster, 1286. Hey, glad to see you again there. I'm loving these stories. I'm enjoying every book. I'm also loving the music. I appreciate that. And you stayed at the end of every one to hear the songs and you're humming. So that's awesome. You know, and that's what I hope. You know, we have all these Elvis songs that are amazing, like real Elvis songs. But the thing is, what's going to keep the next generation thinking about Elvis? And that's kind of why I made a record called Songs of Elvis. Because there needs to be other stuff besides Elvis's own material. That kind of changed with the times a little bit. Elvis would have been an amazing artist in any time. That is for sure. Hey, and while I'm on this subject too of the videos, thank you for watching all the way to the end. That is very important for the videos to be ranked up, and y'all do a great job about doing that. And also to the people that have left me some super thanks. Here's a couple more that popped in today. It's amazing, and I appreciate it. And you deserve a little shout out. That's why I put you up here on the screen. All right, so Pamela. Hey, Pamela Tipson, 1705. On the video, sources claim Priscilla will live at Graceland. There was something that did come out that said that, but of course it wasn't. It was one of those titles that was clickbaity on Google or Yahoo or CNN or something. You said, don't let her stay at Graceland. She was not married to Elvis, and I know he wouldn't want her to be buried there. Now, once again, we never know what Scientology may or may not do or make Riley do. So I don't know. Lillian, you can watch the Donahue interviews with Lucy Desiree. They talk about the book when it came out. It's interesting. Smiley face. Now, Lillian has a love-hate relationship with this channel. She doesn't like me singing or talking like Elvis, for one thing, but she contributes to the channel. So, Lillian, I'm giving you the shout out there. So I may disagree with you on certain things about Priscilla, stuff like that, but I do appreciate you being here. Mary says, as I've said before, Elvis was somewhat insecure, not about his singing or performing, but he was afraid of loss. You say he was like his mother, not his father. Vernon was the opposite. He was cold and authoritative, didn't like working hard. Elvis felt responsible for the people that he loved. As you said, he seldom outright broke it off with people. He just drifted away with the hope they would always be friends. I guess that's always what's endeared him to his fans. He knew that they would put him on top no matter how many think it was the Colonel who did. He also remembered the 50s when I lived, when he got so much hate, but he was loved by all the teenagers. And as actor Martin Sheen said, they didn't know what to do with Elvis. But one thing for sure, he was the first real idol for girls and boys. He should be happy wherever he is that so many people loved him and never stopped after he left. He is so dominant in our hearts, and that will never change. Thanks, Joe. Always insightful and fair. Be blessed. Thank you for the comment. That's a very nice comment. You took your time to think about it and speak about it. I'm going to play some music here while some more comments play, and I'll be back to see what else is said.
The shadow of the king still haunts the Memphis night in the dimming southern light. Graceland comes alive. He walks those southern halls, his footsteps fall and fall, until those gates up front swing wide and bring his fans inside. Elvis looks out, smiles down at the crowd, from his window way up high at Graceland, watching time go by, watching over us all, day after day, night after night. Memories like a song keeps the king walking on. He is still amazed. We love him to this day. Elvis looks out, smiles down at the crowd, from his window way up high at Graceland, watching time go by, watching over us all, day after day, night after night. Memories are like a song, keeps the king walking on. He's still amazed. We love him to this day. Elvis looks out, smiles down at the crowd, from his window way up high at Graceland, watching time go by, watching over us all, day after day, night after night, day after day, night after night.
Alright, CC Cat, you said facial features and more. One cannot base the validity of this situation or any other on the pictures of Lisa versus Desiree. DNA, the genetic material, and DNA only will confirm or deny the relationship via the replication, mutation, and distribution process. Looks like maybe you might have quoted something possibly Desiree put. I can't confirm that for the rest of the subscribers to this channel, but you said, I look nothing like my sister, God rest her soul, and we were and are 100% sisters forever. My sister had a fair complexion and blonde hair, a paternal grandmother's nose, etc. I'm dark-skinned with black hair, like my dad, or at least it was black, LOL, with features from my mother's paternal side. Now, we don't know what Elvis's hair would have turned out to be like getting older. We know he dyed his hair, and we know that when he was younger, it was light brown, sandy blonde. I think Elvis more than likely had brown hair. But then did Gladys have black hair? I don't know. Lillian said that hotel is probably gone by now if it was old. in 55. Imagine it now. Oh, this is what she didn't like. You're stuttering on Elvis's imitation voice. He didn't talk like that all the time. No, he talked like that when he was younger. That was kind of why I do it. He had that stutter a little bit when he did the interviews in 53, 54, 55, well, more 54, 55, and early 56. Then he really developed a nice, slow, clear, concise interview patterns. So I appreciate your comment. You say you love Elvis, but you put him down by insulting Priscilla. You know he loved her and he respected her, so shouldn't you? So you're Lillian, you're a Priscilla fan. Okay, I get it. Um, I think that if Elvis truly loved Priscilla and wanted her back in his life, he would have taken her back when she asked to come back. And there was a big 4-year gap where there was no Priscilla in his life except for as the mother of the child. So I think he had some feelings for her at one time, but it was based upon a pretend Priscilla, not a real Priscilla. The real Priscilla, I think he didn't have as much feelings for. And Joe Fox watched to the end. Thank you. I'm having trouble staying on top of the videos, but I'll get caught up. That's okay. They're going to live on here forever. That's why I made the playlist. So one week if you want to catch up on Child Bride, or another week to catch up on Elvis and Kathy, or, I'm going to be starting new books too. So just remember, click on Rare Elvis Photos, find the playlist, and they either should be sorted in order of when I submitted them to YouTube, or you can sort them yourself, okay? And there's a little thing that you should be able to sort. But thank you, Joe. Elvis and Lucy. Elvis makes secret promises and becomes intimate again. Janet says, I know Elvis had the book Desiree. Now, I haven't heard that, so I'm glad that you did. That the film was based on. I remember reading that he had given it to someone, though I can't remember who. I'll have to look into that. Thank you so much for bringing that about. Hey, Sharon, I believe it was Elvis. I actually believe she was... Hold on a second. I believe it was Elvis. I actually believe she knew Elvis, because so far everything the man is saying Elvis would say or Elvis would do. Yeah, it's very, very, very like Elvis. Let's play some more music while some more comments play here, and I appreciate you, especially if you're a new subscriber. Looks like, let me read this one, because I don't think I've seen this subscriber, and I wish I would be able to pronounce your name. I'll try it. Makavan Burkoven? Confusing. In an interview on a French television, YouTube 1978, she said Desiree was born in 58. I wonder why. She also said Elvis and her were taking precautions, and her husband had RAPED her. Now, the husband did do that. What I don't know is if the husband was in play in 58, whether he came back and did that all this stuff. I don't know. We're not to that part in the book yet. But Desiree was born in 58 according to the birth certificate, so that is correct. All right, here's some more music, and we'll be back.
He shot up like a firework in 1954, when everything on records and TV was a bore. Lots of hair falling down over his sullen eyes, head twisting in and out, and didn't even realize he was every daddy's nightmare and every daughter's dream. Those mothers didn't know they should have those girls to scream. Right along beside them as all the cameras flashed. Without Elvis, there's no Orbison, Jerry Lee, or Cash. He was straight out of Tupelo, the Memphis Flash. The institution tried to ban him, cops lined up at shows. They said, shake it one more time, son, we'll see how your headline goes. But Elvis, he just stood there, wiggling his one finger. They still screamed and rushed the stage for their favorite singer. He was every daddy's nightmare and every daughter's dream. Those mothers didn't know they should have those girls to scream. Right along beside them as all the cameras flashed. Without Elvis, there's no Orbison, Jerry Lee, or Cash. He was straight out of Tupelo, the Memphis Flash. The institution tried to ban him, cops lined up at shows. They shake it one more time, son, we'll see how your story goes. But Elvis, he just stood there wiggling his one finger. They still screamed and rushed the stage for their favorite rock and singer. He was every daddy's nightmare and every daughter's dream. Those mothers didn't know they should have them all scream. Right along beside them as all the cameras flashed. Without Elvis there'd be no Jerry Lee or Johnny Cash. He was straight out of Tupelo, Memphis Flash. He still makes them cry and smile to this very day. There will never be another Elvis. Mark the words here that I say. He was every daddy's nightmare and every daughter's dream. Those mothers didn't know they should have those girls a scream. Right along beside them as all the cameras flashed. Without Elvis there's no Orbison, Jerry Lee or Cash. He was straight out of Tupelo, the Memphis Flash. He was straight out of Tupelo, Elvis, the Memphis Flash.
So, you said one thing I do not understand, why Lucy didn't tell her daughters that Elvis was her father. So, you're questioning the timing of this, why she never told Lucy and why she didn't tell Elvis until the end. I'm not to that part in the book yet, but I think that she got married. That she'd got married. And once again, any of this stuff is hard to communicate to somebody you're with now. Whether he knew it or didn't know it, that Elvis was the father of her child. So, yeah, I mean, I get it. There's a lot of questions. James said, still on the fence in relation to Desiree being Elvis's daughter, as she looks nothing like Elvis when comparing her to beautiful Lisa Marie. That's my opinion. Other people may disagree, and that's their right. Now, I agree that they don't look alike. Lisa doesn't look like Desiree. But I do think that Desiree and her cheekbones and her lips look like Elvis. Hey, Nancy, thank you for reading. This has been so helpful to me. I've been in the hospital. You had a couple people, and it's always so calming. You had a couple people that wished you well. Sharon did, and so did Inteos 777. And I hope you get well and get out of the hospital very soon, okay? So let's play some more music, and then we're out of here, okay? And I've got to prepare for this interview or this conversation with Derry Matera. I don't think it's going to be available tonight. It might, though, but for certain it's going to be available tomorrow. I'm going to try to put it out tomorrow by about 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, so you can have some more information. It's going to be a longer video, probably over an hour, maybe hour and a half, like it was last time. So be prepared. There's going to be ads that pop up. Of course, you can go to the bathroom and go get a snack or whatever while they play, and then you'll be back. All right, so that's it. I think I'll say goodbye at the end of the video. Here's some songs. If you want to stick it out and listen to some of these songs of Elvis, great. And leave your comments. If not, I'll see you in the next video. And tonight we are definitely going to have some more reading of Elvis and Kathy tonight, and perhaps Inside Elvis.
He was born in a shack in Tupelo, a healthy boy, but he lost his baby bro. He grew up poor, the dirt poor life. The only thing he had was a guitar and a bike. That was Elvis. Born in 35, that was Elvis. The coolest cat alive, from don't be cruel to all shook up suspicious minds to burn in love. That was Elvis. He died in the summer of 77. Priscilla broke his heart and sent him back to heaven. He sang his songs for all to hear. American Trilogy still brings a tear. That was Elvis. Born at 35, that was Elvis. The coolest cat alive, from don't be cruel to all shook up suspicious minds to burn in love. That was Elvis. He left us a gift in Lisa Marie, but now she's singing with Elvis in heaven's jubilee. That was Elvis. cool as cattle life, and don't be cruel to all shook up suspicious minds to burn in love. That was Elvis, from That's Alright to all shook up suspicious minds to burn in love. That was Elvis, Elvis, Elvis. That was Elvis, Elvis. That was Elvis, Elvis, Elvis. He walked on stage with a smile, made our dreams come true for a while. Guitar in hand, moving wild, every scream made him feel alive. Shook his hips, people would sigh. If I can dream, he touched the sky. Jailhouse rocking all night long, to the rhythm of a rock and roll song. Elvis gave his life for his fans, sang his heart out right to the end. Every note he gave a piece of his soul, because rock and roll made him whole. He is where music ended and began. Elvis gave his life for his fans.
As always, much love from Rare Elvis Photos. See you on the next video.